In the middle of chasing a rock bird flying over, Parzival calls out to his grandpa below, asking him to help catch it before it flies away. Hearing this, his grandpa responds by picking up and throwing a pitchfork, landing and taking down the bird. Parzival runs to catch it as it falls, doing so in the nick of time, almost falling but grabbing onto the island's ledge. Living on an island suspended extremely high in the sky, Parzival and his grandpa happily prepare and enjoy the rock bird as lunch, before afterward having a sparring match. It's evidential and clear that this duo is living their lives happy and undisturbed on this peaceful island. But that will soon change. Remembering that it's Parzival's birthday, Grandpa runs to tell him. Since he's 16 now, it's a most special occasion. It's the time when Parzival turns into adult and he can finally venture forth and explore the large and great outside world, away from the island he knows home. But Parzival says all that doesn't interest him. As of right now, every day is fun living with his grandpa. That same evening, having skyfish for dinner, Grandpa, while drunk, utters a phrase to which Parzival finishes it, saying that one day he'll defeat evil and help the weak. During the middle of the night, Parzival sneaks out of bed and goes to the island's edge, thinking about what his grandpa had said about the outside world. With all the adventures and mysteries that behold, it gets him so excited he can barely stand still. But even so, Parzival says he'll be fine, because he has his grandpa and doesn't need all that.
Careful what you say!
Falling asleep through the night and waking up from a nightmare, Parzival discovers a knight flying a phantom ship towards the island. In amusement, he talks to the knight and he reveals that he's come to this island looking for Parzival's grandpa. Leaving Parzival with the ship, the knight heads over to his grandpa. As grandpa is using the sword given to him by the king to cut a carrot, suddenly the knight attacks him. He blocks the magic projectile attack but gets sent flying into the house. The knight states it's been 16 years since they last betrayed their master, and he didn't expect him to be living so carefree on an island. Grandpa responds to say it was the knight that betrayed the master and he merely abandoned him. So I'm not as bad as you. They begin fighting and soon after, Grandpa gets hit with a magic attack that cuts through his body. During the battle, Parzival arrives just in time to find his grandpa being minced with even more of these attacks, to which after the knight goes for him, cutting straight through his body. Ironside responds saying a few days ago a prophecy arrived of an existence that would lead their lord to his doom, named the Four Knights of the Apocalypse. They're not sure their identities, but until they find out what they are, they can't rule out Grandpa isn't one of them, which is why they went ahead and sought to eliminate him. So in other words, get him before you get got. As Ironside leaves, Parzival and his grandpa spend their final moments together, wishing they could have protected each other. Grandpa confesses the truth to Parzival, that the red armored knight Ironside is actually Parzival's father. Parzival asks why he would hurt them, and Grandpa responds for him to start his journey, seek his father, and find the answer. With his last words being he'll always be with him, Grandpa dies on the snowy island. With Parzival surviving, the days pass as Parzival buries his grandpa and prepares to set off on his journey. Leaving the island he knows home, he climbs down it. Why? I'm not sure, when he could literally just jump. After a day and night's rest of doing so, Parzival finally makes it down to find the first creature he meets, a red fox. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for part 2, comment down below your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. My name's IWD Recaps. Peace out.